Hi and welcome to the video. I wanted to share with you a game that I played in Fischer Random, Chess960. I've been doing a lot of Chess960 recently. First off, I was doing the commentary for the Icelandic TV during the Fischer Random World Championship, which Nakamura ended up winning. So I was doing commentary something like 5 hours a day for 5 days. So like 20-25 hours of looking at Fischer Random chess. And then this past weekend, I was handling technical stuff, DGT, and some commentary on the Icelandic Fischer Random Championship. We had a 10-player knockout and then a 4-player semi-final. It was very exciting. And then I did participate in one of the qualifiers. There are 2 qualifiers for this 10-man round robin. I failed to qualify, and I'm not sure I could have anyway because I was stuck with the technical side anyway. But I had a lot of fun playing, and I want to share with you sort of one moment from the game which just gave me so much pleasure. And the things that are different in Chess960. And Chess960 just gives a completely different tactical patterns and situations, unusual stuff. And we saw that already in the World Championship. And before I go to my game, I want to share that moment, which everybody thought was fantastic when Nakamura played this move b3 against Carlsen, which looks good. You open up for the queen. If I can get some colors going, no, maybe. Here we go. Looks good. Opens up for the queen, and looks like the bishop is trapped. But Carlsen almost immediately uncorked g5. Well, he thought for a bit and played g5. And he said, and that's something that caught my eye. When he saw the move, he had to play it. It doesn't matter if it's the best move. It's just out of principle. You have to play such a move. You're hanging a piece on move 1, which is pretty fantastic. And this just does not happen in regular chess. Now Nakamura didn't play. He played bishop e2. But there is a trap if he takes it. There's knight f6. You bring the rook, queen back, and before you attack the queen here on this square, we'll play d6 or d5. Probably just d5, and that opens up for the bishop. And it turns out there's no way to save the queen from being trapped. So this I thought was pretty damn fantastic, and I got this kind of opportunity myself during the qualifier tournament. Let's see if I can pull that up here. So I had the black pieces against Grandmaster Bragi Þorfinnsson, and position number 578. I remember that because I wanted to, after I played the game, I wanted to remember the starting position so I could reconstruct the game. And then it turns out that in the final, this position 578 was drawn out again. But anyway, my opponent opened with knight b3, knight to b6, and then he played h4. And already here I kind of saw the idea. So okay, he wants to play bishop to h2, put the bishop on the diagonal, which lines up well against my queen. But here I saw, okay, there is a tender spot in white's position. He did play bishop h2, and I played knight g4 relatively quickly, and it looks like okay, he will just save the bishop and protect this vulnerable pawn. And now some of you may be starting to see bishop g3, and now I'll play my move instantly because I have to, out of principle. I played c5, and of course the idea is that he can't take because of the very nice smothered mate here on move 5, which is hard to achieve in normal chess, but okay, possible in some Caro-Kann lines. It's 5 or 6 moves when white, smothered mates on d6. But okay, I knew this. It turns out this is the second best move, I think, according to the computer. But he can of course play a move like c4, which he did, which just creates luft for the king. And now I have to take care of my queen, which was my initial idea. I briefly considered what I did in the game, but when I started to think more about it, it was a qualifier. There's really no rating on the line. There's no Fischer Random rating. And I said I came here to have fun, so let's have some fun. and I sacrificed the queen. I took on g3. Queen takes g3. undermines the protection of f2, so I cannot give this check, and knight takes h1. My initial fear was that this knight could be stranded, but on quick inspection, these were kind of rabbit games, 10 plus 5. So on inspection, I thought, okay, I mean, even if he plays g4, I will get this knight out. I will come here, or I will come here, and all these squares kind of can't be covered, because having driven the king here, it's kind of in the way of his heavy pieces, the queen and the rook. And this guy isn't out yet, he doesn't have a dark square bishop, and this isn't influencing much, so I thought, you know, I'm really not down much material really. e3, knight takes g3, I recover the pawn, and now I have to spend more time. Either knight out to protect the bishop, or bishop out, as he did. And here I was happy, I found some good moves. I played e5, opening up for my dark squared bishop a little bit, and after king d1, his idea is to open up for the queen and the bishop. I played f5, and my idea was that if he takes on f5, I will take on c4, and you know, I get a center, my pieces hopefully become active, and I should find counterplay. That's what I was hoping. Now he played knight a5, and normally this would be a bit of an issue, but I stick in e4, attack his bishop, and then, well, this is Fischer Random, and you can't castle. That's what I did, queenside castles, which has this bonus that my rook is now lining up against his king. And remember, he already moved the king, so he can't castle queenside. He played d4 nonetheless, trying to sort of take advantage of the fact that he does have a lot of pieces here around my king, so I have to be careful. So I try to keep it closed here with d6. He tried to open him up with b4, but I thought I had enough resources to defend. I just thought I'd have to get my pieces on the king side into the game, so I played bishop e7, intending rather quickly to get this one into the game, connect the rooks, and you know, start thinking about stuff here with this bishop maybe over here as well. He kept bringing pieces, I just took the pawn, and now he took on c5. Closed it up, and I played bishop f7. So now sort of all my pieces are out. I'm pretty happy, and I've been playing it pretty well according to the computer, but my next move, I don't remember my reason really for king b8, which I don't like now, right? You know, at the moment, up on closer inspection, it doesn't really serve a function. I think I was worried about queen b5 and wanted to be able to play rook c8 maybe to protect the pawn. But he takes on b7, so I kind of just lose time here. King takes b7 was played, and now he played the move a5, winning the piece back. And here, well, I thought I came to have fun, and that was the idea. So I just kept sacrificing. I thought I'd take on d5. That's what I did. Takes. And I thought this pin is very annoying for him. And I was also happy with my next move here. I just brought another piece into the game, rook h to d8, because this discovery isn't going away from me. So he plays king f2, then I'll bring the rook to e2, d2, sorry, and e2 is gonna fall. I'm getting a lot of activity from my pieces. He took on b6, which is probably correct, and I just took back, thinking, okay, it's really difficult for white to find a move here. He's up a rook, but what to do? And in fact, he blundered here. It turns out though that he could have played a move such as, I think, queen to a2. And the fact that he can get his queen in here, and if my king goes to the c file, he might have a resource such as knight to d4, utilizing the fact that the c pawn will be pinned. So he could have saved the game like this, but fortunately for me, he missed it. He played rook d1, and I took an e2. Now here at first he shocked me. He played rook takes d5, a move I hadn't seen, and at first I was like, no, what? I missed that. But then I realized it is check, so an illegal move, and in time trouble I got extra 2 minutes, and well, unfortunately he's completely lost after knight takes e2. If he takes on e2, I simply swap here, I mean, and he has to take that. You know, that's a sad thing for white, because otherwise I just give him mate here with the rooks. So he has to trade, and in that case, I'm just down. Well, I'm down. I'm up basically all the pawns on the board. I'm up 4 pawns. So he resigned after knight takes e2. So all in all, a fun game. You know, not entirely correct. White could have saved himself with queen a2 and a few moves. I think queen a2 or queen b5, threatening queen a6 would have been an issue. But you know, during the game, I didn't really see. I thought it was difficult to move in this position, and it's a lot more fun to play. You know, when you don't care about the result, you just want to have a fun game. Try to create something, have fun with it. I guess that's how it should be. But yeah, I must say I really enjoy Fischer Random. Even in the first round of this tournament, I played much lower rated opponent and a few other rounds. And you sort of feel that you try to go with the principles and play principle chess as much as you can. But the thing is, you're never sure about the evaluation, and you're never sure that you're missing a move or something, because you can't really rely as much on intuition, because there's always like a nuance, pieces where it's not supposed to be, and that makes it very difficult and also very interesting. I think I would like to see it, that I would like to participate, and I hope that we will see a lot more Fischer Random tournaments in the future. And if you'd like to see more Fischer Random content, I do have some things I've learned, I mean, from my friend Theodore, who was playing the Fischer Random World Championship. He did give us a lot of stuff to think about, pointers and stuff that the guys were talking about during the Fischer Random World Championship. I think that could make an interesting video, some principles and stuff that the top players seem to be applying in Fischer Random chess. So let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. In any case, I think we're done for this video, and hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.